What's up, fight fans? This is Kurt DeVille with Counterpunch Boxing News, and I have some new news concerning Eddie Hearn, Anthony Joshua. Get this. Eddie Hearn states that AJ came to him and told him that the Usyk rematch was a disaster. And he said, I quote, or I replied, that I thought he performed very well. And he said, I thought he performed very well against Usyk in the second fight, Hearn said. Still could have done more, but after 9 rounds, I think he's winning the fight. And then Usyk closes out unbelievably and was brilliant. But he felt it was a disaster. And I keep saying to him, you did all right. You lost 115 to 113 to a pound-for-pound #1. Forget the first fight. Tactics wrong, and you still could have done more. Let me counterpunch. If AJ recently told Eddie Hearn this, I think he's thinking about the wrong thing. I think, yeah, I know losses are kind of like just failures to a lot of people, and the things that you wanted to do, you can't do because you can't go back and redo something that happened already. But I think AJ needs to get his head out of his ass, get his head out of the past. I think he needs to definitely focus on the guy at hand. That was so 2022. This year is 2023. Okay? So I think at the end of the day, I feel that Anthony Joshua did very well. And Eddie's right. He did well, better than he did in the first fight. He just should have done more. He just should have. If he would have done more, it would have been closer. You know, you don't have to be more skilled to throw more punches. Canelo Alvarez showed us that against Lara. Orlando Salido showed us that against Lomachenko. So it is what it is. It's tactics. You know, you have to be willing and ready and prepared and conditioned to do the things that you normally don't supposed to do. Okay, you got to get out of your comfort zone. Okay, but it doesn't matter at this point. He had the second loss from Alexander Usyk. It's time for him to move on, to get the job done with a new opponent that fights nothing like Alexander Usyk. Because if this was recent, it makes you think, like, where is Joshua's head, really? You know what I mean? Because if he keeps pondering on the past, he will never be ready for the present to move on to the future. But anyway, you guys tell me what you think of Eddie Hearn and AJ's comments about him thinking that the second fight was a disaster. You guys tell me, was it a disaster? Was it not? Of course, please subscribe. And you guys been Counterpunch. Peace.